position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Mids offense will come out first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Give to the fullback. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's back. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown Hurricane! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. Fullback's got it. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
On the option, they'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Looking for a man. It's Horvat. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground? That is a ball.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. On the option. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Handoff to the single back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. The give to the fullback. Finding an escape route. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw, it's back. Fires to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Bauman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Navy will go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Fires to the right. It's caught. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense. Look at me. I'm the first option.
He'll ride his man on the option. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And the defense got him at the 27.
Here's an example of bend but don't break defense. And yeah, they've given up some yards on this drive, but after that big sack, it now set up 3rd and long, and now they've got an opportunity to finally get off the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Using his feet. Creates a little space. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's back. He's got him. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job of waiting, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To the air, it's back. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bauman. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the 1st quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Boy, last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games. The thrilling come-from-behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That's a first down for the offense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll toss it to the left. And this time, they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Horvat. Plucks it out of the air. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job of the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. He wants to throw it. Into the house. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense, and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got a man, it's Daniels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's Beck. For sure hands, it's Daniels. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Makes the catch.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking to throw, it's Horvat. It's complete on the right side. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Horvat. The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Running the option, it's Horvath. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Handoff to the lone back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
That's an awesome-looking carry, and you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Sticks it in his belly. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Miami, 21. Navy, 17.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's back. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and it's sort of been the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Horvath. On target to the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings them to within 1. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll run the draw. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Trying play action. Got a man. It's Fletcher. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring bring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bauman. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Back to throw, it's back. Rushes on him. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. The big fullback's got it. Oh, he's got some space. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Horvath. It's caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does. Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
QB's that game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Horvat. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 1st down.
Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
The inside handoff. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Back to throw, it's Horvat. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really.
Turning it on. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they take the lead. Kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Gets the back moving. Give to the big fullback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. catch in the middle. It's Kent. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On the option, he'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger.
The ball scores free. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the football.
The Midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. The option look. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
The hand to the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the head forcing that incompletion.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. They'll go to the fullback. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And we're locked up here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's back. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Look out, he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size. And because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
It'll be a draw. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Beck. Got a man. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. The give to the big fullback. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense. Here comes the Hurricane offense.
offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Give to the back. Running to Green. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for this offense. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Navy offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yep.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Smith. Good, solid tackle.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Pulls it in, it's Kent. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Navy will have to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Scanning the field, it's back. Looking for a huge play. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to hit the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Makes a grab deep. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Spits it out to the back. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Midshipmen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Oh, he got loose. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the tight end. The give on the inside. Nice move there. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
And this has to feel great for this offense. To come out here in front of your home crowd and make as many plays as you made, it's going to build a lot of confidence moving forward.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.